Hello iTechnology reviewers, how are you guys? We got a great video and a great product once again. We appeal to Philips for the LEDs. We have the H11 stylish LED light to change the regular bulbs. So I will choose to change it for the fog lights. Now to my car I have the original fog lights, but the standard. Once upon a time, the car had from the factory the original fog lights with the magnifying glass. So this magnifying glass is great, guys, because it splits the beam, not upsetting the upcoming drivers, upcoming traffic. So with this car you can use the fog lights only with the magnifying glass to drive at night. For example, if you don't have enough light, and the Audi cars, they have problems in time after 10 years being matte. Those mirrors inside are becoming from glossy to matte, and you lose more than half a light. So I have an announcement to make. I'm looking for an influencer girl who I can bond with and create funny clips, create clips that will bring joy to people. So not only this, I'm looking to leave Romania and create something in other place. I'm not saying Romania is bad, it's a wonderful place, it's a great country, but the government makes things very hard for us with the corruption and other problems. So this show is a tech show, but I want something different. I want to try with someone that I can create a relationship and make something out of this. Guys, I have the Philips 3022 model, the Pro Ultinon LEDs that have 6000 Kelvin, are very bright. Guys, I even compared them with the xenon. Difference for the regular bulb, the normal halogen bulb, are 4 times stronger, so you will gain a lot of light. The light and the technology of our cars help us to avoid accidents, help us to see in driving at night especially. And not only these LEDs, you can fit them to your headlights. I don't know, there are cars that support H11 into the main headlights, or Philips has a lot of types, the H7 that all the headlights have. And if you have xenon and you have problems with the xenon, you can check out these powerful LED lights. These are truly powerful comparing to a Chinese LED. You know, to this car we made a video, it has 50,000 views or 60,000 with the Philips Xenon, the Generation 2, the D2S Xenon Generation 2 Extreme from Philips, the Xenon. Well, I believe this will be at least equal. If these LEDs will beat, I think will beat my Xenon. I don't know, will beat the regular Xenon, not the Generation 2, you know, but are very powerful. We made tests into our studio and I'm impressed with the results. So guys, as usual, we are at the iTechnology Reviews want to bring you the best news in technology. We will have 2 videos. One will be with this Philips 3022 Pro Ultinon, and one will be, I'm curious, how will be the Chinese LEDs versus a regular halogen lamp. You know, they are powered Chinese LEDs, they say they are powerful. I choose a special H11 to make a comparison, and to in another video, of course. So subscribe that button because it will be very interesting. Let's see if powered LED Chinese LEDs will beat the regular bulb. For now, these are 8 times brighter than a regular bulb. So let's see, guys, let's experiment. So let's mount once again my original fog lights with lens inside projectors, and let's see the test, and then into a garage we will go and test into the night. Guys, these Philips lights work at the trucks at 24 volts and 12 volts, and I want to show them to you. I believe they are good looking, but no one looks into the headlight. But you know, the aspect, it's important, and Philips doesn't miss at the design. The design is beautiful. but I'm interested in the power of the light and in lasting in time, because I don't want to give a lot of money for premium LEDs, because are premium LEDs, and to burn out in 1 year like the Chinese LEDs. I can tell you, in that car I have a lot of Philips LEDs that are expensive, and I have more than 3 years. Even at the Xenon I have 5-6 years to the Xenon and it didn't burn. So this is why you want to buy an expensive LEDs, because they offer you a long lasting time, they offer you bright beam, they offer you accuracy at the color. This is an aluminum, this is like plastic with a rubber seal to protect the SMD. I don't see to have some kind of screw here to switch this entire mechanism like we saw before in other LEDs, but this is not a problem. I believe this is a good design. The fan inside will spin and will evacuate the heat, but this is an inconvenient. It's better without a fan. This fan in time will block. If you put it into the headlight, if you have a headlight with H11, if you put it in the headlight, it will deteriorate the life in time, because even if it has fan in the back, it will gather a lot of heat and in time will burn. Please don't put your hands with grease on the SMDs on the sides, because you will damage. Also the grease will damage those SMDs. It's wonderful that it works also with 24 volts and 12 volts at 20 watts. Philips gives warranty for this bulbs and some kind of certificate. And I measure the power consumption in amps. It's 1.7 amps, so it consumes a little bit in 20 watts or 1.7 1.8 amps. I think it's at the limit when you will need a CAN boost decoder or a resistor. So it's depending from car to car if you need to put a resistor, but it consumes a lot. With Audi cars, and especially with Audi A8, where we will mount this, I believe for certain it will give an error, so we will need a small resistor. I have the 4800 Kelvin or 5000 or something like this. It's the Extreme Ultinon D2S Xenon from Philips, are the generation 2, and with this kind of lights and the projectors here will enhance my lights in night driving. Guys, from the start I will tell you, do not use, if you have for fog lights for example, do not use these LEDs, because you will blind the other participants of the traffic. These are for the projectors with lens inside. You will have a cutting edge and you will not blind the drivers. These are specially developed for Audi cars. I don't know if other cars will have this kind of projectors. Or use these LEDs in your headlight if you have lens. So you will find a lot of types, even H7, which is typical for majority of the headlights, and will make you differences when you are driving. Not only the color, the power they are very, very powerful. Another thing, buy these bulbs not from Chinese stores, buy from official dealers, because you know you will get original product. The Chinese manufacturer used to fake these LEDs all the time, so be careful guys. Here in the back you have a compatibility check, you have a barcode that you can scan and see if it works from your car. Another information, in the Philips website or OSRAM, you can check your car, you can put your model, your brand, and you can click on the top of the car or the back of the car and see what bulbs, what lights you need. So now guys, on the top is the halogen bulb, and on the bottom here is the new Philips, which the light is sick, right? It's like 4 times, 5 times bigger, more light on the Philips, the 3022 Ultinon Pro. And in the Light Pro, let's measure again. And now to the halogen I have 189, 97, and orientated just exactly when the beam is. I managed to obtain 207. And now, hold on tight, man, this is sick. 675. I think this is the top. 674. 600, and it's sick, right? 96, 707. I obtained 717. 742. 754, 64, 700, 808 lux. It's like, it's sick how much light is on these new LEDs. Before measuring, I told you is 4 or 5 times stronger the Philips light comparing to the halogen light. I was right. It's 4 times stronger than the halogen light that emits a lot of heat on the actually projector, and that heat is dissipated on the projector, instead being the energy concentrated on the light. So Philips is concentrated on the light and less on the heat. It's normal, it's a new technology. Now let me show you something interesting. On the top, on the bottom, you guessed, is the Chinese, and on the top is the Philips. Big difference, colossal difference. You cannot compare with nothing. The Chinese LEDs are Chinese LEDs and Philips is Philips. Of course, the costs are justified. And from what I can sense, if I'm bringing the light meter, I had 205, 200 and something, like we measure in the previous. As a con to these LEDs, they have a fan in the back. So if I mount them to the front bar into the lower position at the fog lights, it's a possibility the mud and the dust to get inside this fan and burn them. Eventually will stop the fan, will overheat and burn. If you are driving with the car, the airflow will be efficient. If you are standing on the ground and this small fan will not work, it's a problem. We test them, are great efficient. The fan is very efficient. You can put your hand on this radiator even after a half an hour of using them. So are very good. So guys, let's not talk more. Let's go mount it to the car. I'm very curious. So guys, it looks good. And not only this, the lens project the fog lights, or the second low beam, we can say, enough not to disturb the traffic, and the light is improved. So if I switch the low beam, it helps a lot, the low beam. My low beam is very good and bright and whatever you want to call it, but when you travel at night, you must have assistance, and the assistance is very visible. And look how much light is. It's unbelievable amount of light without the fog lights, with the fog lights. Great. So we have the low beam that I think is very good, this D2S generation 2 Philips, and now the fog lights that are very good. Let me put only the fog lights, and it's good. It makes light, and in combination with the low beam, it's unbelievable. Just look. So guys, this is the final result. We changed the fog head lamps, and we change the Philips, and the Philips looks very good, has a cool white. I don't know exactly if it's a cool white, it's a perfect white from this Philips, and I believe the whole car now has, even with the parking lights, has the same color. It's a big difference from the Xenon that has 5000 Kelvin, and the normal bulbs that have 3000 Kelvin, it's a big difference in the color. Now I got more light, I have color accuracy, long lasting in time with this new Philips. Hope you like this clip, guys. Hope you like how is the difference between them, and I recommend you this product like always. Not only this, I hope Philips company will see our clips with the lights and send us their last products to promote them. We promote free these products, they are good quality. In time, I know they will last. So thank you for watching, guys. We are iTechnology Reviews. You got to love technology because technology is part of our lives. See you. Bye.